All right, what we're going to be doing tonight is we're going to be doing cubed or squared conversions and converting them to another cubed or square conversion. So for example, feet cubed to inches cubed. When you do this, there are two different methods that you can use, and either way is 100% acceptable. You may like one more to go with that route. It does not matter as far as my grading goes on which method you use. The first method is the method where what you're going to do is by trying to convert 8.0 feet squared into inches squared, I am going to take my feet squared, okay, and think of it as not feet squared, but feet times feet, okay? So when I'm trying to do these conversions, I'm going to convert first from feet to inches and then another feet to inches. I'll show you how that cancels with units. So my first one to go from feet to inches, and I'm going to put feet on the bottom, inches on the top, and there are 12 inches for every 1 foot. When I use this conversion, what I'm doing is getting rid of one of my feet units. So now if I just focus on my units, I have feet times inches, which is not really a unit, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. So I'm going to continue on and then my units will work out. So the next unit I'm going to do is the same exact conversion, which is 12 inches for every 1 foot. And what happens there is my feet cancels, my second foot cancels, and now I have no more feet as far as units go, and I am left with inches times inches, which equals inches squared. When I put this into my calculator of 8 times 12 divided by 1 times 12 divided by 1, I get 1,152 inches squared. Rounded to the correct number of sig figs, which is 2, this would be 1,200 inches squared. The second method that I'm going to teach you is using this similar concept kind of in a more condensed form. So I'm going to start with my 8.0 feet squared, okay? And I'm going to use the conversion of feet to inches, okay? So I'm going to put feet on the bottom, inches on top, and I'm going to put 12 and 1. Well, what I'm going to do here is I am going to cube, or square, sorry, square this conversion. What that 2 will then do is, because you're squaring the whole thing, it will distribute to both of these units. So now this bottom denominator will be feet squared, which means I can cancel these feet squared on top, and I will be left with, once again, inches squared, which is what I want. And what it will also do is it will distribute to the 2 to the 12 and to the 1. Well, 1 squared is still 1, but 12 squared is now 144. So I'm going to be doing 8 times 12 squared, or 8 times 144. I will once again get the exact same answer of 1152, which once again will round to the 2 sig figs of 1,200 inches squared. Those are the two different methods that you can use. And I once again reiterate, I do not care which one you do. Just do whichever one you feel the most comfortable with. Now we're going to try a cube conversion. And this cube conversion is a little bit more difficult because it's not a direct feet to inches. If I look from liters to inches, there is no direct conversion on, or cubic inches, there's no direct conversion on my volume conversions over to the right. What I do see with liters is I see that I can go to gallons right here, and then from gallons I can go to cubic feet, and from cubic feet I can go to inches. So that's the route I'm going to take. There are multiple routes you can take, and it does not matter which one you do. You should end up getting the exact same number. So I'm going to start with 2 liters, okay? So the first conversion I'm going to do is as I'm going to use this one of the 1 gallon for every 3.79 liters. So liters will go on the bottom, gallons will go on the top. I have 1 gallon for every 3.79 liters. Liters cancels, I'm now with gallons. I still need to get cubic inches, so I know I'm not done yet. Now comes the next conversion. Gallons I know has to be on the bottom. And so I'm going to get to cubic feet because I'm going to use this lower right conversion, which is 1 cubic foot is equal to 7.48 gallons. But my gallons canceled, but I'm left with cubic feet, which is not the right one that I wanted to end with. So now I need to go from cubic feet to cubic inches, which is going to be the exact same conversion as previous problem. The only thing is instead of squaring it, we're going to cube it. I personally am going to just use parentheses. So I'm going to show these parentheses just like I'm going to need to do on a test. I'm going to write cubed on the outside, and I'm going to put feet on the bottom, inches on the top, and it's 12 inches for every 1 foot. So this 3, once again, will distribute to the cubed will distribute to both the inches and the feet, making those cubed, meaning my units can cancel, but that 3 or the cubed will also go towards that 12. So when you put this into your calculator of the 2 times 1 divided by 3.79 times 1 divided by 7.48 times 12 cubed divided by 1, you end up getting 121.908, okay, which is rounded to the 1 sig fig. That would be 100 inches cubed. All right, there is our cubed conversions and our squared conversions. Hopefully it's a little bit clearer now of which method you want to use.